This is the WP Week podcast, powered by Profile Press and WP Job Openings. WordPress continues to evolve, and we're here to spotlight the latest developments, trends, and stories making waves right now. Profile Press lets you sell subscriptions, digital downloads, courses, and restrict content with Stripe and PayPal integrations. And WP Job Openings is the easiest way to set up a professional career page and start accepting applications in just minutes. This week in WordPress news, the spotlight is on WP Engine's acquisition of WPackagist, the Composer repository that enables WordPress plugins and themes to be installed via Composer. Originally developed by UK-based digital cooperative Outlandish, WPackagist will continue to operate as a free resource. The community response has been mixed. WordPress.org's X account reacted critically, calling it "the parasite continues to eat the host. The cancer is trying to spread." On the other hand, Ben Word from Roots.io welcomed the acquisition while cautioning that such a central tool in the WordPress Composer workflow shouldn't be controlled by a private equity-backed company. He revealed that work on a prototype community-owned WordPress Composer registry had already started last year, and the acquisition accelerated his plans. Just a few days later, Roots.io released WP Composer, a community-funded repository that boasts 17 times faster Composer resolve times compared to WPackagist. In other WordPress updates, the platform saw 3 releases in 1 week. WordPress 6.9.2 addressed 10 security vulnerabilities but caused a front-end bug, leading to WordPress 6.9.3, which fixed the bug but still didn't fully resolve all security issues. That prompted the release of WordPress 6.94 to fully apply the security fixes. Meanwhile, WordPress 7.0 Beta 5 is out with over 101 updates since Beta 3. The upcoming WordPress 7.0 will introduce new text, indent typography support, custom CSS for individual block instances, expanded content-only editing, template parts alignment, and improved dimensions support. The plugins team is actively seeking volunteers and organizational support to manage the growing plugin submissions, with a deadline for applications on March 27, 2026. WordPress also launched WordPress.net, a browser-based environment that allows users to run WordPress directly in the browser without any setup, remaining available even after closing the tab. February's Education Buzz report highlighted the continued growth of WordPress Campus Connect, reaching nearly 4,000 students across 51 institutions, and plans for new events in Spain, Indonesia, and other regions. Volunteers are also being invited to contribute to the 2027 default theme for WordPress 7.2 and to test real-time collaboration in the WordPress 7.0 block editor. iExperiments 0.5.0 is now updated to align with WordPress 7.0, removing its own AI client dependencies and improving integration through the connectors screen. The WordPress Playground team reduced php.usm size by 122 MB. The photo directory surpassed 33,000 published photos, and WooCommerce released maintenance version 10.6.1. Serious vulnerabilities in Tutor LMS Pro and Ally plugins were patched, affecting tens to hundreds of thousands of sites. WordFence reported 201 vulnerabilities disclosed across 84 plugins and 107 themes in early March. The WordPress community has plenty of news this week. WordCamp Asia 2026 announced the Zeel Thakur Memorial Scholarship, which will support up to 10 women from India and Nepal to attend the Mumbai event in April. WordPress 7.0 is also scheduled to release on Contributor Day during WordCamp Asia, giving attendees a chance to participate in testing and collaboration. The Elementor Partner Program has launched, offering agencies and freelancers benefits such as early access to updates, priority support, marketing opportunities, and increased visibility. RT Camp celebrated its 17th anniversary and highlighted a major shift toward integrating AI across its business, from engineering to marketing. Equalize Digital released a website accessibility testing checklist, while Gravity Perks added interactive sliders to Gravity Forms. Modular DS introduced improvements to its Uptime Monitor and Patch and Protect add-on. And SEO Press 9.6 included SEO enhancements as well as AI model updates. Plugin Check 1.9.0 added support for AI connectors and new admin menu checks. Duplicator Pro now offers one-click staging and cloud site recovery, and MemberPress launched an AI course generator. WordPress Studio added support for Xdebug. WP2FA surpassed 100,000 active installations, and Ollie now fully supports WooCommerce. Development on Turbo Admin has resumed after a brief pause. There were also updates on transparency and visibility in the community. Concerns over Cadence WP were addressed by Liquid Web, while the revamped WordPress.org featured Plugins tab has boosted exposure for newer plugins. Bigul Malai was awarded the Yoast Care Fund for his contributions, and Jeff Paul became a founding donor of the Open Source Endowment, supporting long-term funding for critical open source infrastructure. Several new projects are making waves in the ecosystem. Cyprian Popescu released Blueprint Exporter to export site configurations as WordPress Playground blueprints. WBCOM Designs launched two new plugins, WB Member Wiki, which adds a collaborative wiki, and Snipshare, a code-sharing platform. Christopher Smith introduced Local WP MCP for local by Flywheel sites. Veena Prashanth unveiled Smart Social Schedule to automate social media marketing. WooCommerce sellers gained Smart Sales Scheduler, allowing precise scheduling of multiple sales. Boyd B. Codecraft's Perlink automatically generates natural bridge sentences for internal links. Bakash Pun's Retain Woo intercepts subscription cancellations with pop-up retention offers. Aki Hamano released WP Button Variations Checker to verify button designs visually. Stefano Lissa launched Monitor for site event logging, and Jose Tamu introduced Wana checkout modal checkouts for SureCart users. The new ABC Integrity plugin provides file integrity monitoring, and Orbisius added Markdown support in Gutenberg blocks. Per Soderlin created WP CLI Local for running WP CLI commands on local sites, and Campaign Bay allows automated discount campaigns. Ronald Hureka's Sortacular plugin organizes admin menus alphabetically. These updates highlight both the innovation and collaborative spirit within the WordPress community. That wraps up this week's roundup, packed with releases, milestones, new tools, and plenty of movement across the ecosystem. Thanks for listening to the WP Week podcast sponsored by Profile Press and WP Job Openings. We'll catch you next week with more stories from the world of WordPress.